Oceanigar, Galele Jaged Kohig, Hia, Talagina Kine, RSU TV, G Gananu Go Gon, Wade Blevins, Dawadon, Kohig, He Skine, Talagia de Lo Quaste, Squished, Yikatante, Kohig. Hi, my name is Wade Blevins, and welcome to Cherokee 4 here at RSU TV. I'm really glad to be here. We have a lot to do today. So as you know, if you've been looking at the previous lessons, then you know that we are dealing with what linguists like to call classifying verbs. And these are verbs that in English we have one verb for it. However, in Cherokee, depending on what the object is, the verb is different, and there are 5. So we've looked at some kind of through Cherokee 1, 2, and 3, but we've never specifically kind of dived into classificatory verbs and memorized them or actually really learned them, including myself. I've shied away from them for a long time, and so I thought Cherokee 4 would be a great time to kind of jump into those because they're very, very common. Verbs like go get it, right? We learned that one. Hui negi, right? And hui negi, and hui ya, and we learned those one time before. But we'll look at them again sometime here in Cherokee 4. Hand it to me, to have something. There are lots of them, and they're very, very, very common. They're words that are high frequency that you use quite often. So that's kind of what we're going to be spending a lot of our beginning time on, is really taking time and learning, using them in lots and lots of different ways, because really I think that's the only way you can wrap your head around them and memorize them, because basically, to have, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 40 different conjugations for have, right? And whereas in English we have like 2 or 3, so. And that's not even counting past tense, future tense, and that kind of thing. So, so we're going to take a little extra time. We're going to go super slow. So don't let it worry you. And together we'll get it figured out, right? So come, Idalena, talagi want it. All right. So as you know, we have this song that helps us learn the word for I have and you have, depending on what the item is, right? So here we have a doxy. Doxy, of course, is a turtle or a terrapin, depending on the community you come from. But so let's read through this together. Hopefully by now you're feeling more comfortable with the syllabary, and you can read a little quicker. So let's read through this together, okay? So this says, doxy agi ka. Kana sula idina gala. Okay, so doxy agika, I have a turtle, right? Agika means I have something that's alive. So we know that the turtle's alive, otherwise we would use a different word for it, right? Kana sula is a room. Idina gala, let's clean it. Okay. And then, of course, doxy agika, dousti ta. Okay, doust or dousti is a short way of saying kadousti, what, right? Ta. What do you have that's alive, right? Doxy agika do ustitaka. So I have a turtle. What do you have that's living? And we know we're asking specifically living because we have this word daka. Daka is used, you have something that's alive. And then kana sul idina galai. Okay, let's clean our room. So we'll sing this one real quickly. Doxy agi ka da usti daka. Doxy agi ka da usti daka. Doxy agi ka da usti daka. Kana sul idina galai. Right? So hopefully by now you're feeling more comfortable. Okay, let's read through this one. Hi'a una di. This is milk. Kana sula idina gala. Let's clean our room. And then it says, una di agine do usti jane. Okay, and so instead of agika, it's agine, right? Because I have something liquid, because milk is liquid. Do una di agine, I have milk. Do usti jane, what do you have that's liquid? And then, of course, kana sul idina galai. Okay, so let's go ahead and sing this one. Una di agine do usti jane. Una di agine do usti jane. Una di agine do usti jane. Kana sul idina galai. Okay. No le. This, so let's read itigoli. John Tis used gesa hia. John Tis used gesa hia. Do you know what this is, right? John Tis used gesa hia. Do you know what this is? Hia gostanist, a ball bat. Kana sula idina gala. Let's clean our room. And then it says, gostanist aguya do usti jaya. Okay? Gostanist aguya do usti jaya. Right? So aguya is I have something long and rigid, right? Aguya, I have something long and rigid. Jaya, you have something long and rigid. Kanasul idina galai, so which that doesn't change. So didi nogi. Gostanist aguya da usti jaya. Gostanist aguya da usti jaya. Gostanist aguya da usti jaya. Kana sulidina galai. Okay. Idigoli ni. Stayid agina. Kana sula idina gala. Ni, look. Stayida. Stayid is a rope. Agina. Okay, I have something that's flexible or floppy, right? Kanasul idina gala. Let's clean our room. Stayid agina da usti jana. Stayid agina da usti jana. Okay, I have a rope. A rope, I have something flexible. Da ust, what? Jana. Do you have that's flexible? And then, of course, kanasul idina galai. Okay, didi nogi. Stayida agina da usti jana. Steida agina do ustijana. Steida agina do ustijana. Kana sulidina galai. Nole. Ahan squatlest. Let's read. Idigoli. Ahani squatlesti. Here's a ball. Kana sul idina gala. Let's clean our room. Squatlesti agiha do usti taha. I have a ball. Agiha is I have something that doesn't fit into any of the other words. Do usti taha, what do you have that is neutral? We'll call that neutral, right? Some people call it solid, but I was looking through some sentences on the Cherokee dictionary, and I think one of the sentences said something like they have a lot of wisdom or whatever, and I think it was something like that, and they used this ha, uni ha, for they have, and of course wisdom is not something that's solid. It's just, doesn't really fit into any of the other categories, right? Kanesul idina galant. Let's clean our room. So di nogi. Squatles di agi ha de usti jaham. Squatles di agi ha de usti jaham. Squatles di agi ha de usti jaham. Kana sulidina galai. Okay? So it's getting easier and easier, right? So real quickly, if I said agihne, do I have something alive, something liquid, something long, something flexible, or something neutral? Agihne, agihne. That's I have something liquid, right? If I said agina, is that something alive? I have something alive, I have something liquid, I have something long, I have something flexible, or I have something neutral? Agina, agina. I have something flexible. If I say agika, is that something alive? I have something alive. I have something that's liquid. I have something that's long. I have something that's flexible, or I have something that's neutral. Agika. I have something alive, right? If I say agiha, agiha, is that I have something alive, I have something liquid, I have something long, I have something flexible, or I have something neutral. Agiha, of course, that's I have something neutral. We just did that one with ball, squatlest agiha, right? And then the last one, aguya, aguya, I have something long, okay? Aguya. Hopefully, they're starting to make more sense to you. Okay, so if we were going to make verses about these, so if I was going to say, I have a lizard, Tio hotly, okay? What do you have? So if we were going to do a verse about a lizard, I have a lizard, what do you have that's alive, right? How would we say that? And I'll give you just a couple of seconds to see if you can come up with, I have a lizard. So hopefully you said Tio Hartley, Agika, Agika. What do you have that's alive? Do usti taka. Do usti taka. Okay? Right? So hopefully you came up with something similar to that. Tio Hartley, Agika, do usti taka. If you wanted to sing it, you certainly could. Tiohatli agika do ustitaka, right? And then kanasul idina galai. Let's clean our room. So what about this one? A cucumber. Gagama. Gagama. So if you wanted to say, I have a cucumber, what do you have? What verb would you use? What version of I have would you use? Would you use agika? I have something alive. Would you use agihne? I have something liquid. Would you use aguya? I have something long and rigid. Would you use agina? I have something flexible. Or would you use agiha? Something that's neutral. And hopefully you said gagam aguya de usti chaya. Okay, gagam aguya de usti chaya. Okay, I have a cucumber, and a cucumber, of course, is long. You can also, this is interesting, you can also use it for like corn on the cob. If you said selu aguya, then a speaker would automatically know without saying specifically corn on the cob, just say I have corn. But because you use that aguya, that long quantifier, then they would know that you're talking about corn that's still on the cob, right? So I think that that's really cool and really interesting. Okay, so string. How would you say, I have string, what do you have? So again, our choices are agika, aguya, agihne, agina, and agiha. Ost. Some people say ost. Some people say osti. So hopefully you use the same word that we used for rope, right? Because string is just basically tiny rope. Staid is rope. Ost is string. So hopefully you said osti agina de ustitana. Osti agina de ustitana. How about soup? Ugam. Ugam. Are we going to say agika, aguya, agina, agihne, or agiha? I have soup. Okay. Hopefully you said ugam agihne de ustichane. I have something liquid because soup is liquid. So ugam agihne de ustichane. And I have an apple, sukta, sukta. Is it agika, aguya, agina, agihne, or agiha? And it should be sukt agiha de ustitzaha. Okay, sukt agiha de ustitzaha. So, hopefully it's getting easier for you. Hopefully it's getting better. I know, at least for myself, it's starting to make more sense, and I'm starting to be able to remember which one it should be. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Just keep listening to these lessons, go back through it, and even quiz yourself. You don't even have to use the Cherokee for the noun. You know, just look around the room, and if you, and for example, maybe you see a book, but you don't know how to say book. So you'd be like, okay, well, how would I classify that, you know? Or you go into the kitchen and you see a plate, you know, and you're like, well, I don't know the word for plate. That's okay. Just try to think of what verb you would use, you know. Would I use, you know, for a plate? Would I use alive? Would I use long? Would I use flexible? Would I use liquid? or would I use something neutral? Of course, you would use, something neutral. So, so just start quizzing yourself, and you could even just write, the 5 I haves on a little piece of paper and keep around, so you can remember it, okay? Or sing the song. Singing the song helps me. That's what really helped me. All right, so we're going to quiz you a little bit, and I like doing this because it also gives you some more nouns, and it gives me some more nouns because some of them I didn't know. So right here, okay. So this Ali studli sti. Ali studli sti. Okay. Ali studli sti. Okay. And that's perfume. Ali studli sti. Okay. Ije ali studli sti. Ije ali studli sti. And would perfume be uweka, une, uwuya, una, or uha. Okay, so notice we're using a different beginning. So no longer it's I have, it starts with u. U is he, she, or it. So we'll say she has in this case. So she has new perfume. She has some new perfume. EJ alstutli sti. Okay, EJ alstutli sti. Ne. She has new perfume. And of course, it's liquid, so we would use une. Okay. EJ alstutli sti une. EJ alstutli sti une. Let's try this one. Ooh, a wallet. Okay. Wallet. Adel tikaltot. Okay. Adel tikaltot. So, Adel money tikaltot. You put it. You put it in money, but you put money in it. Okay. Adel tikaltot. Okay. Ganoji adel tekaltot. Ganoji means leather. Leather. So he has a leather wallet. He has a leather wallet. Ganoji adel tekaltot uweka. Ganoji adel tekaltot une. Ganoji adel tekaltot uwaya. Ganoji adel tekaltot una. Ganoji adel tekaltot uha. Okay, so which one would you use? Okay, this one you might find surprising because it's una. Okay, so because it is floppy because it folds, right? It folds in half. It's not stiff. So at least I found it confusing whenever I asked some speakers when I was going through this lesson. And originally I had ha because I thought of a wallet as being in its final state, which of course is already folded and being, fairly solid and neutral. But the speakers were like, no, I would use una because it folds, it flops. So, kanoji ateltikal tot una. Okay, he has a leather wallet. Okay? This is ada, wood. Ada. So the sentence says, 中意一个事情 ada. Okay, so 3 一个事情is ricks. 一个事 is ricks. It's literally like a pile, okay? It's like they're piling it up, you know, because that's what you do when you rick wood. You pile it, you stack it on top of each other, right? So 中意一个事情ada. So 3 ricks of wood. So he has 3 ricks of wood. So would it be du we kan? Notice that we have the D sound because we're talking about more than 1 rick of wood, right? Du we kan, du ne, du woya, du na, or du ha. Okay, he has 3 ricks of wood, or she has 3 ricks of wood. 中意一个事情ada du woya. Okay, because wood, a stick of wood is long and rigid. Okay, 中意一个事情ada du woya. Okay, how about this one? Okay, so agino is a young animal. So it says, so quili awajele agina. Okay, so quili, horse, awajele, my, agina, a colt, and then has. So she has, meaning the horse that I have. My horse has a colt. My horse has a colt. Okay, so quili awajele agina. Would it be uweka, une, uwuya, una, uha? So quil awajele agina uweka. Okay, because has something living, right? Has something alive. Okay, let's try. So this is sutli lord. Sutli lord is like a measurement. In this case, it would be a bushel. Okay. Sutli lord kwana. So he has a bushel of peaches. Sutli lord kwana. Duweka. Sutli lord kwana. Du ne. Sutli lord kwana. Du waya. Sutli lord kwana. Du na. Sutli lord kwana. Du ha. And of course you would say du ha. Okay, he or she has a bushel of peaches. Okay, sutli lord kwana. Du ha. All right. So, if we have some time, we'll go back through those. So we're going to review our endings that we had, or our prefixes, our subject prefixes, okay? So, agi, I. Ja, you. U, he, she, or it, right? Then we learn gini, the two of us. Ogini, the two of us, but not you, right? The two of us over here, but not you. You're excluded, the person I'm talking to. Okay, so we're going to learn 2 different ones. Okay, they're very close. So we have igi, means all of us. Igi, okay, all of us. Okay, and we have ogi, ogi, all of us, but not you, the person that I'm speaking to, okay? So all of us over here, we, right? So that's a little bit confusing. So let's go back through, and we have gini, which is we too, okini, we too, but not you. Remember, I told you that the O sound, you can always think of that as omitting. It kind of leaves out the person you're speaking to, okay? So gini and okini, and then we have igi and ogi, okay? And we'll look at how that plays out here in just a little bit, all right, on an actual verb, how you stick the verb on there, and how it looks and sounds different, okay? And then you plural. Here in Oklahoma, we'd say y'all or yuns, right? So we have sti, the two of you, and we have eg, all of you, okay? Sti and eg are the prefixes for you plural or y'all, right? We'll say y'all. Sti, you two, eg, all y'all, right? Okay, so let's look at how this works, right? So we're going to use to have something alive. So we have agika, I have something alive. Zaka, you have something alive. Uweka, he or she has something alive, right? Doxi agika, daustazaka, right? Then we go over here, okay, and we have ginika, means you and I have something alive. And then we have oginika, oginika means we too, but not you, have something alive, which we have talked about before, right? Ginika, the two of us have it. Oginika, we have it, but not you, okay? So that's we dual, dual meaning two. We plural, igika, igika, we all have, right? All of us have igika. Then we have ogika, ogika, all of us have it, but not you, ogika, right? So you see the difference between ginika and igika, right? Ginika means you and I have it. Igika means all of us have it, okay? Okinika means we too have it, but not you. And ogika means all of us have it, but not you, okay? So then we have stika, stika. You two have it, stika. The two of you have it. And then ejika, ejika. All y'all have it, but not me, right? Ejika. All y'all have it, okay? So we have agika, taka, uweka. Then we move over here, ginika, oginika, right? And then we have igika, ogika. Then we move over here, stika, ejika. Okay? So I know it's confusing, but you can do it. And to be perfectly honest, Generally, in most conversations, we tend to stay over here, right? We don't use these as much. We might use all y'all, maybe, and we might use all of us, okika, you know. But for the most part, these three are the most often used, and then these others are secondary as far as their frequency of use, right? Let's look at to have something liquid, okay? So real quickly, I see that I didn't fix that, so I'll just fix it right there. Okay. So to have something liquid, okay, let's agine, I have something liquid, jane, you have something liquid, une, he or she has something liquid, right? Una di agine, do uste jane, right? Okay, and then we learn ginine, the two of us, you and I have it, liquid, and oginine means we two have it, but not you, right? And then we have igine, okay? All of us have it. And then we have ogine, we have it, but you don't, right? That O omits the person you're speaking to, right? And then we have stine, the two of you have it, and igine, all y'all have it, okay? Igine. So we have agine, jane, une, ginine, oginine, igine, ogine, stine, igine. Okay, so you see how that works? And then we're going to look at having something long. So again, aquia, we should feel comfortable with. Chuya and uwuya, right? I have something long, you have something long, he or she has something long. Then we learned ginaya. The two of us have something long together. Oginaya. We have something long, but not you. Then ikaya. Ikaya, we all have something long. Okaya. We have something long, but you don't have something long. Okaya. Stuya. The two of you have something that's long. Ijuya. All y'all have something long. Stuya. Ijuya. Okay, so these are slightly different, right? Because it's got that sound in there. So aquya, juya, uwuya, ginaya, oginaya, ikuya, okuya, stuya, ijuya. Okay, clear as mud, right? And I know probably you're feeling overwhelmed, and don't worry about it. Okay, just take it all in, let the sounds come to you, and eventually it'll start to make sense. Okay, having something flexible. Okay, agina, chana, una. Right? I have something flexible, you have something flexible, he or she has something flexible. And then ginina, we too have something, you and I have something flexible. Oginina, we have something flexible, but you don't. Right? The two of us have it, but you don't. Right? Igina, all of us, we all have something flexible. Right? And ogina, We have something flexible, but you don't. And then stina, the two of you have something, you two have something flexible, and ijina, all y'all have something flexible. Okay? And then neutral, right? Gi ha, ja ha, u ha. I have something, you have something, he or she has something, right? And then gi ni ha, the two of us have something, o gi ni ha. We two have something, but you don't, right? I gi ha, all of us have something. And then o gi ha, we have something, but you don't. And then sti ha, the two of you have it, and eg ha, all y'all have it, right? Eg ha. Okay? So that is kind of as much as I want to cover today. So what we're going to do is let's go back through, and I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. So let's take some words that we know. Well, let's go back to let's go back to these. Okay, so and that will give us some practice. So, EJ alstuutlisti. So new perfume. Let's say. Well, let's not do it that way. Because that could get weird. Okay. So let's go back here. Okay. So we have igi and ogi. Let's use easier words. So words that we feel a little more confident with. Let's say all of us, including you, have, we all have, a cat, okay? So we all have a cat, okay? So we'd say, wes igi kan, wes igi kan, okay? However, if we say wes igi kan, it means we all have the same cat, okay? We all have one cat. We're sharing a cat together, right? Wes igi kan. We all have a cat. So an instance of that might be maybe you're talking to, someone in your family, and maybe a little kid in your family, and they're like, I have a cat, and you're not like, no, ni God wes iki ka. All of us have a cat, right? We all have the same cat. We all share it. It's the family cat, not just your cat, right? Ni God wes iki ka. All of us have a cat. Now, if we want to say we all have a cat and they're all different cats, and we all have different cats, then you would say wes diki kan, right? Wes diki kan. Okay, we would use that D sound to indicate that there's more than one cat involved. Igi ka indicates there's only one cat involved. Okay, so. And then if we wanted to say, okay, let's say we have a car. We have a car. but not you, okay? So all of us have a car, but not you, okay? So maybe somebody's, you know, maybe somebody's trying to sell your family a car, and you say, oh, well, we all have a car, we all share a car, okay? So, dogwalel, ogi, huh? Right? Dogwalel, ogi, huh? We have a car. We have a car. Okay? And we use ogi, ha, because a car is not alive, so we couldn't say ogi, ka, right? We couldn't say that because car's not living, right? So, how would you say, the two of you have coffee? You two have coffee. You two have coffee. Coffee. Destine. Okay. Coffee. Destine. Okay, because unless you're sharing a single coffee, unless the two of you are sharing a single coffee, you each have your own coffee, right? So to drink, meaning that you have it in liquid form, right? So, and then all of you have a 22, okay? All of you have a 22, right? Separate 22s. You don't all have the same 22. You all have 22 rifle, meaning, right? Taljone, DJ, DJ, okay? Taljone, DJ, okay? Taljone, DJ, Taljone, DJ. Okay, you all have 22 rifles, meaning you all have your individual ones, and so every person there has their own rifle, right? Okay? So I know, it's weird, it's a brain drain, it's complicated, but the more you do it, the more it just starts to kind of make sense, even for myself, I'll say that, with these other ones, because I don't use them that often, I have to stop and think about it. But we get better at it the more we use it. So we're going to try and use it as much as possible. So anyway, from all of us here at Cherokee Nation and RSU TV, I just want to say wadon. Appreciate you being here and going on this journey with me and tackling our language. So wadon.